It's 10:28, and 24 years ago at 10:28 a.m., the North Tower collapsed, signaling a new era of our country. We're here today to remember those we lost on 9/11 and to celebrate the heroic first responders who gave their lives in service to others. The 9/11 terrorist attacks were 24 years ago, and everyone who's old enough to remember that day will never forget. But it's been long enough now that, there are a lot of people in my own staff here in the Capitol that weren't even born yet when the towers collapsed, when America was attacked. So that's why it's critically important that we continue to have ceremonies like this, so we remember what happened, so we never forget. And so we keep alive the memory of how our country once came together in the aftermath, in the face of evil. We also gather here today to honor fallen first responders who perished in the line of duty over the last year. While their loved ones will never forget, for the rest of us who benefit from their sacrifice, but who do not personally suffer the loss, we need to pause. We need to remember that sacrifice so we never take it for granted. 9/11 was an act of terrorism. It was political violence meant to spread fear. It didn't work. But we are experiencing a rash of political violence again today. Less than 24 hours ago, Charlie Kirk was assassinated while participating in debate and discussion, a foundation of our republic. Less than 3 months ago, Minnesota House Democrat leader Melissa Portman was assassinated in her home. And just over a year ago, President Trump survived 2 separate assassination attempts. This has to stop, and the violent rhetoric that leads to it has to stop. In the aftermath of 9/11, I watched in wonder as people of all walks of life came together, not as Republicans, not as Democrats or black or white, but as Americans. We came together as a country, and we decided that we would not let people use violence to tear us down. We would not let people use violence to tear us apart. And as we stop to reflect, as we stop to remember, let us think about the fact and recognize that as elected officials, we lead the way for others. We must always be mindful of our words. We must always respect different political positions and differences, and we must always treat others with respect. Our ceremony today begins with an invocation provided by Pastor Joe Shaler from Parchment Methodist Church.